Last year, the House of Africa launched the Direwolf handle. When it was first launched, it can be said that it is invincible in the handle within 200 yuan. Other manufacturers are stunned. Is this a technology that can be used within 200 yuan? Then hurry up and strike while the iron is hot. Launched its own most cost-effective handle. In this comparison, Direwolf doesn't seem to be so invincible. After a year, he came to the first 180 points of unmade Direwolf 2. After all, the price of 189 yuan is not true. This time it is still adhering to the principle of saving if possible. The packaging is similar to a clothing bag. The eggshell interior is still used, and I am a little in a trance when I take out the handle body. Is there a difference between this and a pocket? It seems that the rocker ring at the stick is bluer. A closer look shows that the plastic feeling of the first generation is also relatively strong. The second generation used PC plus ABS plastic texture has improved a lot, in addition to saying that the rocker cap also turned dark gray. It is more resistant to dirt than the previous light gray. The logo at the top is more directly similar to the Direwolf generation. The texture has increased a lot. The main change, I think, is at the top. Finally, it is no longer a simple way to block the mouth of the mobile phone holder. Instead, the appearance of the design has improved a lot after reopening the mold. There are also 2 back buttons on the back, and a switch mode switch at the bottom. This time, the mode is simplified to a 3-speed 2.4G receiver. 4 PC Bluetooth can connect to PC, Android and iOS. An S mode is connected to Switch and also looks like this. The appearance has indeed been adjusted a lot. Full score of 10. How many points can the students get for Ice Plains 2? In terms of feel, the Edge Bar 2 still uses the conductive left button. But this time it uses a new silicone button which feels moderate. The voice is still relatively quiet. It is much lighter than the first generation of buttons. It was a very nice experience. The arrow keys also retain the scheme of the floating cross keys. For fighting enthusiasts, it is convenient to rub the moves. The joystick rotates very smoothly, although there is no diamond ring, but it is equipped with a POM ring tip, and the same micro-action buttons are also used. The pressure is thick. The 2 expansion buttons on the back of the handle moderate pressure. Nowhere is the risk is not great. In general, in the keys, the feel and grip are not bad. It's quite comfortable to the touch. Next, let's take a look at the specific performance of Direwolf in the game. This Direwolf 2 also supports Bluetooth 2.4G receiver, wired switching between XPUT and DINPUT in the flight to the space station. The handle can be key-mapped, adjust the waist bar depth and somatosensory mapping operations. The physical feeling of the flying house has been very well trained, and you can use it directly after opening it without choosing a platform. Zhou Bing's joystick is still very well trained. The default is the dead training method. The default center point dies very little. Daily use and play without affecting the operating experience. If there is a need for death, you can set the joystick to the no dead mode setting on the flight station. The center point is silky, the rocker no cross dead. The tuning of the outer ring is also a circular error rate. Stick return is around 8%. In a finite state, from 125 Hz to 500 Hz. In the wireless state, it has been raised to about 250 Hz cross-key test. There is no case of stringing keys. The trigger tuning is also very good. The value varies linearly with the key travel pressed. There are no cases where the depth is too large or the change is nonlinear. Seeing this, do you feel that the changes from the generation are not big? After all, these software levels have also been adapted to the generation. It's good to change to a similar skin. It means called a marginal wolf, too. But after disassembling it, it was found that the original non-system upgrades were here. The first is to increase the battery capacity from the original 480 mAh. 800 mAh. After all, the handle does not have RGB. This battery capacity is almost as good as U20-hour stick. The original Puyao Taima joystick was replaced with the G116 Hall joystick. The most talked about shortcoming of the Edgewolf before was that the internal workmanship pulled down the waist bar and drifted not long after. This time, let's move directly to the place. The stitches on the back of the halt rod are also welded. The PCB board has been upgraded from 1.1 mm to 1.6 mm, which is very thick. Even the chips on the motherboard have been upgraded one by one. This is a good review. When I tested Direwolf before, I found that Feiji upgraded the whole series of handles every time. The price is treated equally from low to high, and there is no discrimination. In addition to these relatively large changes, it increases the number of screws that hold the motherboard. This time, only 6 buttons were used inside: the back button, sharp keys and cross keys. They all use this kind of relatively large mechanical switch. Moderate sending and receiving strength. Compared with the first generation, all the fully mechanical button switch elements have been upgraded. The action part is conductive glue, a brand new silicone gasket. Other function line buttons are used. This small mechanical switch. By the way, the flight still uses hulls. If you have to talk about shortcomings, there are also them. This battery is directly glued to the motherboard. There is no battery compartment. It is also very unsafe to use cushioning foam to fix it at intervals. But in any case, the flying system is indeed very willing to use materials this time. It really achieved internal and external construction. The most important thing is cheap. After all, 189 yuan is really serious now. In addition to stacking, I think we should also pay attention to the experience and play comfort fly. Foodies have always done a good job of adjusting the handle. This time Edge Wolf 2 not only keeps everything. Intrinsic features that can improve the user experience. The feel, appearance, and materials have evolved comprehensively. It does not belong to many handles on the market at a price of 300 yuan. Can be said that the Edge Wolf 2 launch this time is at the 100 yuan level. There is a very top-notch existence in the handle.